I'm going to show you 3 different ways of making pom-poms. So let's get started. So you get different sizes of forks. This is a tiny child's fork. The smaller the fork, obviously the smaller the pom-pom you're going to make. Obviously a children's fork is a very good method of making small pom-poms. So you're simply wrapping the yarn around the fork. So the more yarn you go around, the thicker the fuller the pom-pom. Thinner yarn is best for this type of pom-pom because it's a small pom-pom when you finish. Thicker yarns are more suitable for bigger pom-poms. So once you're satisfied with the thickness, I'm trying to show you the thickness there, of your yarn, you're going to cut it off, grab a needle, just so it's easier to thread the yarn through, and we're going to thread the yarn between the forks, up and over to tie a knot. I'm just doing a double knot and I'm getting it as tight as I can. Let's remove the yarn from the fork, like so, and then we're going to trim these between cords to make the pom-pom. Obviously you need a sharp pair of scissors, and the less yarn you go through at once, the easier it'll be, so you can do it in goes. There we go, I believe them all the way around now. So I'm just going to fluff out my pom-pom. It's a little uneven, so I can trim to size. Next up, the Pom Pom Maker. Personally, I love these and wish they'd been around when I was a kid and making lots of pom-poms. So you're going to open out one side and wrap the yarn around the frame here. Until you've got the yarn flat with the frame. So now we're going to shut the frame this side and open it out the other. Oh, I should have had the yarn at the other side. And now carry the yarn over and wrap on the other side. Close the frame. Now we are going to snip down the lines between the two sides of the frame in order to then tie the thread round and finish it off. This is a big handy when I have a smaller pair of scissors. So we snipped all round. We're going to now tie a knot, the thread round, and tie a knot like so. So pull your knot tight and do a second knot. Now we're going to remove the frame. So simply open it out and pull it apart. And then trim your threads. Get a nice even pom-pom. Just trim until you are happy. That's 2 methods. Now we're going to go for our third method, which is going to be our largest pom-pom. So you draw around two items, round items. You want to make your circle between the two, this bit reasonably wide, because you're going to be filling the inner bit in with thread. Just depends upon how patient you want to be. You need to cut a gap between the two. And you need two of these, same size. Place your cardboard together and wrap your yarn around. Until you've fully completed your circle. So once you've filled your cardboard with thread, you're going to cut between your two pieces of cardboard to create the pom-pom. So cut all the way around, holding your threads in the middle. If you can't get through all your layers at once, just go slowly and just get through a few yarns at a time, which is what I'm going to do. Once you've cut all the way around, you're going to wrap thread between your layers of cardboard. And tie a knot, pulling super tight. Once you've done that, you can simply remove your cardboard template. And trim your pom-pom accordingly. There we have it. There we have it. 3 different styles of making a pom-pom. Cardboard, fork and Pom Pom Maker. I personally prefer the look of the cardboard one, but that's much more to do with the fact of the thickness of the yarn in relation to the size of the pom-pom. So if I was going to make tiny pom-poms again, I would go for a thinner yarn. This is a double knit yarn, but I would go for a 4-ply or smaller for making smaller pom-poms.